be he. I'm alone, I like to be many. Then afterwards, okay. Then afterwards, this it says in the different way. It says that is the Vedantic way. How is the creation? That Brahman suddenly thought that I am one, I like to be many. And the dualistic way, in the Bhagavata, it says that Supreme God, who is not having any form, all pervading, he thought I should create. But create out of what? Out of same, because there is no two. So he created out of himself Brahma. And he gave all the knowledge so that Brahma can create. It's not coming. So that way, that dualistic way also, that God is the supreme God creating. And in the Tantra, you will find there is the Shiva, Parama Shiva, the the Parama Shiva, the Parama Shiva, he is lying over there without any life. The Parama Shiva, without any life, is lying down. If you notice that, the Parama Shiva is completely pale. Then comes Sadashiva, the white Shiva. The Parama Shiva has no life. And on that there is a Sadasiva. It's a white, but his eyes are open, thinking to create. On that, God is Kali, creating. So this Prakriti, Purusha, etc., all that the philosophies they say, this is the way only its creation. So that means every time they say it is from the Supreme. And what is that Supreme? Those who have realized, they found only three things: Sat, Chit, Ananda, Sarupa. As I was telling, then this is the first time in the Muslims' world they opened the door for all religions. After 1,500 years or 700 years, this is the first time, and that too in Riyadh, the heartland of the Islam. And they invited us, and they spent so much of money. They invited all different religious groups to went over there. I don't know why and how they came to know about me. Maybe because of my Home of Harmony. So they invited me, they gave me the first class ticket, and I went over there. And what the other religions are thinking, etc. Then in that lecture I told, so we need only three things. Only three things. All human beings and all beings. We like to exist. We don't like to die. Each and every one. Second, we like to know. And third, we like to enjoy. These are the three things only. And nothing else. So can't you give the leaders of the human society, can't you provide us these three things? Let us live happily, that's all. And secondly, let us know. So the knowledge should be common to each and every one. And third, we like to be happy, each and every one. So when we were young, all the time our guardians used to say, you should try to become someone in the society, right? So you should become a doctor, you should become an engineer. Then afterwards, now I feel, no, it is not that. I should be happy. How to become happy? The happiness is ultimate goal. Why? Because the Creator is the source of happiness. So that is why the happiness means that is the source. We have to go back to that happiness. Whatever we do for happiness, how to go back to that happiness. Now, after practicing spirituality, if we develop enmity, then what is the use of spirituality? There's no use unnecessary. Then two ladies, when I was in Andaman, they were great friends. And the officers from the mainland, India, they used to go to Andaman Island. And they were the wives of these two, and they were so friendly.
Someone press their panic button by mistake? Yeah.
On the
Your panic button, please. Yeah.
Mm. So we got panicked anyway.
He's holding the keys.
So this way that two ladies, and you may be remembering that suddenly there was a talk that Ganesh is drinking milk. So all the ladies, they were running to the Ganesh temple and they were feeding milk, and these two ladies also went over there. And on the way they stopped and said, Swamiji, won't you go? And if I get milk, I like to give it to our children, all 50 orphan children. So then first day, Ganesh is already hefty, he doesn't need it. But anyway, you go, and after going over there, Ganesh drank from someone, say A. From her, the Ganesh drank that milk. I don't know how. And second one, when she offered, Ganesh refused. And the first one said, you must have done something wrong. You are a sinner. So the Ganesh is not. So there was a great fight, and then they stopped talking each other and all that. When they came to me for the solution, Swamiji, what is it? I said, I don't know much about this. But only thing, what I can feel, before becoming the mother of Ganesha, that means the Durga, the Parvati, you were so kind and gentle and friendly. After becoming the mother of the Lord, and you are fighting with others, so it is better not to become a mother of the God. You have to see the result. So if I am taking the medicine, still my headache is not going, then why should I take that medicine? The same way, if I am going to the school but not getting educated, so why should I go to school? And if I go to the temple, the church or mosque or synagogue, if I don't become spiritual, why should I go over there? So what is the goal? To become spiritual. And what is the result of a spiritual person? Anandam keval anandam. He himself becomes full with joy. If not, there is something wrong. There is something wrong. And if a person is critic and all the time not happy, he is not a spiritual person. He may be somebody, but not a spiritual person. Spiritual person is always happy, and wherever he goes, he emits happiness. The ananda is the ultimate goal, to go over there. But the question is how. Up to this, everybody knows. But how? And here comes many options. And particularly the tradition, Hindu tradition, they offer you 4 paths. Karma, Jnana, Bhakti and Yoga. These are the 4 paths. Why 4 paths? Because these are the 4 different type of temperament that comes. In the early morning when you get up, you don't feel like talking or this and that. And of course, some people, they go for jogging, running and all. But still, that is the time you feel like sitting quietly and meditate. So that temperament for meditation. After that, you worship. You arrange flowers and these and that. Bhakti. The dhyana, then the bhakti, meditation and the devotion. Then you work for others or whatever, the work you are doing. That is called karma yoga. And at the same time, you are reading some books, some scriptures and getting joy, understanding the things properly. Jnana yoga. So dhyana yoga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga and jnana yoga, all the 4 combined, you can develop, and that is exactly what Ramakrishna Mission offers. If you notice, if you go to ISKCON and that, only bhakti. And I went to ISKCON. ISKCON means that in India, in Nadia, Mayapur. And then they were telling, you belong to Ramakrishna Mission? And yes, oh my God, what happened? I bathe in the morning, smelling like that? Oh, no. Why this? Now you people don't believe in bhakti. And who say? You know, every morning we are crying so much to God and only crying for you people. Oh, give them proper idea. So this is just because he was younger than me, I was just having fun with him. So this is the way people they think that what is bhakti? Love for God. And who is the symbol of bhakti? Radha. We depict Radha as a lover, this, that, and whatever the emotion and imagination we are having, we are putting on Krishna and Radha. No, that is not the thing. The love of Radha is fear complex. Why? There is no other two qualities, that is Tama and Raja, completely absent. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is asking a scholar, the Bhagavat scholar, why Radha is not considered as Yogamaya. He couldn't answer properly. The Sri Ramakrishna himself is giving the answer, because the Radha is having only Sattva. Maya means you are having other power, and power means other two. Radha is only pure. So when we see that only lady form they have given, it is only the God himself. He wanted to enjoy, and he divided himself into two parts. One is Krishna and Radha. It is not as we think. It is nothing like that. And that love means attraction is so much. I cannot survive without that. As a person under the water, the gasping for the air, breathing, like that, without that I cannot. That is Radha. So if we go from the path or follow the path of devotion, it should be like that. In Bengali they say, Shayane, Shapane, Nishi, Jagarane. Shayane, when you are sleeping. Shapane, when you are dreaming. Nishi, in the night or in day. Jagarane, when you are awake. You are only thinking one. God, 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 God. Can you imagine? And that has been depicted in the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And when people looked at him, can a person be like that? Constantly crying for God. We go to God and then pray, and then we also go to Dakshineshwar. And before reaching to the temple, we see all the shops are ready. Okay. The fried kachuri and so tasty. we go to Mother, we go to Shiva and all that, and then to and give one full plate of kachuri. Then go. So we are so happy. We are also religious people, but kachuri is our. But Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, no food, no water, nothing, crying and crying. So people started thinking that he has lost his mother, young boy. So he is crying for the mother. Sometimes people thought he must be having some pain in the body, so he is doing like behaving like that. They could never imagine the person can 24 hours cry for God. And they declared he is mad. So what is love? Love for God, 24 hours, forgetting the body, forgetting each and everything. That is called devotion. Otherwise, to realize God is not so easy. And the yoga, when they are practicing yoga, and you can see our Buddha, he is meditating and constantly thinking of the same consciousness. Ihashane shashuti me shariram. I am sitting on this ashana, and I will never get up till I realize the self. So that is the control. He is withdrawing the whole mind and concentrating. And if you see the karma, that is Hanumanji, he is doing everything. He himself could kill Ravana, but he left there. No, my God will come and do that. Credit should go to my God. Hanumanji was make the Rama and Lakshmana sit on his shoulder, and he was receiving all the arrows, but he was protecting these two. He was so powerful, so knowledgeable, but still he said no, it should go to. That is called karma yoga. And we come and do little thing and go on telling, I did that. Have you seen that? I did that. all the time. And we are Karma Yogi. Are we Karma Yogi? When you say, the one American devotee is there, she said, Maharaj, Karma Yoga. Yeah, do the Karma Yoga. We always talk about Karma Yoga. You know what the Karma Yoga means? Completely forgetting yourself. And you are so attentive. Whenever, whatever you are doing, when you are sweeping, you must be careful, not a speck of dirt should be there. Because my God is coming. That is called Karma Yoga. I am not giving the name, disclosing the name, you know that Swami is here in America. When he joined, he was an educated person, he was a professor in the college, and he joined, and he was thinking that the college, all the teaching or something they'll be given to me. Rather, the in-charge Swami asked him to clean the floor. Where the Swamis they stay, that is the monks' quarter, you should clean the floor. That night he was thinking, they don't know my education. And they are asking me to clean the floor? Like this, like this. Then suddenly he remembered one of the monks told him the story that there was a Shiva temple somewhere inside the jungle, and unknown monk, he used to live in front of the Shiva temple in a hut. Every day morning he used to clean the road that leads to the temple. Why? The devotees will come. Their feet should not get hard. So he used to clean each and everything. Then he used to close the door and he used to sit inside. Devotees may be giving some money. That was with that way he used to survive. He remembered, oh my God, unknown people coming. For that the Swami, every day, twice, he's cleaning the thoroughfare, public road. So how it is possible that I cannot clean only a small passage, and where the Swamis are living? Not only sweeping, he started cleaning each and every corner. So this is called Sadhu Sangha. If you are listening to the talk of the monks and sometimes some stories, some anecdotes, some experiences, that comes in the mind and that helps. This is the Sadhu Sangha. Now, let us come to the point. How to realize God. Yesterday we discussed about what is God and different philosophy in different way they say, but all they say God is all pervading. God is all love. God is all merciful. Qualities, qualities, qualities and qualities. Because without the quality we cannot understand. If you say consciousness, what is that consciousness? And naturally, we have to go to the medical science, so consciousness means this and that. It is not like that. So this is the way we have to understand, the effect, we understand that. And what is the effect? The God is full of love. God is full of knowledge. And God knows that except God there is no one else. So no fear. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 16th chapter, first 3 slokas, verses, it gives 26 qualities. In the Abhayam Sarva Bhuteshu. So from the Abhaya. Why Abhaya? Because I know that I am not going to die. I was not born, I am not going to die. So they're completely free from fear, Abhaya. So that is the way if you start. I was in India from Srinagar, we were going to Leh, Ladakh, and that is a terrible flight, the small aircraft, and sometimes there will be no air pockets. And everybody was afraid, we are going to break down like that. But one young lady, my devotee's daughter, to 3 of us who were traveling, and she was hardly 16 like that, and she was going on laughing, giggling. And others are all elderly. That young lady is not afraid, and how we can express our fear? So we were somehow sitting, and she was going on laughing. Then after that we landed, we got down, and when we are in the car going to the hotel, then I told her, oh, you are so courageous. Even at that time when people were afraid, you are laughing. Then he said, when I am afraid, I laugh. Oh my God. So good that we never knew. Otherwise, see, when someone was showing courage, though in a different, the courage, we also get the inspiration. Why sadhu sangha? This. The Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, the first step is sadhu sangha. But who is a sadhu? That is again the question. Only putting on the gerua or the beard and all this thing. Is he a sadhu? No. The sadhu means full of unselfishness and full of love. These are the basic two qualities. In the Bhagavata, when the Uddhava is asking the question to Sri Krishna, you are asking me to go to a sadhu, but how I will know who is a monk? So these two. Who is a sadhu? These two qualities. And that you can feel that person is like that. Then in the sadhu sangha, what we learn? That we should not be afraid of. What we learn, what is our goal? And what we learn, how to reach to that goal. How to reach? Now, according to my temperament, I should choose the path. Ramakrishna Mission, they give us all the time, all monks, all devotees should follow all the four. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest the divinity within by controlling nature. By controlling nature, external and internal. Then Swamiji says, do this, either by philosophy or by work or by devotion, either by one or by two or all of them, and be free. That is the goal, to be free. And what is the freeness? What they call by free? That freeness is, I am not bound by anything of this world. Some people are clapping. For that, I should leave. Am I a monkey that somebody will clap and I will dance? But majority of us, our life happy when some people are clapping. Our life becomes miserable if some people are not giving attention to me. I don't live for myself. I live for them. They are holding the key as she was holding the key. Like that, they are holding the key for my life. Oh, you are happy? We will not look at you. So you suffer. What is that? So what is freedom? If you understand this is called religion. Analysis. I am not living for you. I am living for myself. I know I have not harmed anyone. And naturally, I feel for others. I pray for others. I love others. And my mind always happy. If somebody is happy, I am also happy. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he was traveling when he saw some of the people drunkard together. They were having some fun and laughing. He was so happy. Other devotees were trying to, that Ramakrishna should not look at them. But Sri Ramakrishna opened the window of that carriage and then looked at them and said, oh, enjoy, enjoy. And they were enjoying after drinking. But that is the joy only. Unfortunately, if you notice, the drug addict, what do? They go for joy. But that's the wrong way. And they suffer ultimately. But that they are taking the drug only to get the joy, not for suffering. Suffering comes afterwards. But they are taking the drugs only to have the joy. And how they get the joy? Second step. How they get the joy? By forgetting their body. If you drink a lot of wine, you forget your body. You don't know where you are putting the legs. I saw some of the fully drunkard people, how they are moving. So I was so much afraid of drunkard people. Oh my God. Very peculiarly they are behaving. Very nice people. I knew them. Then suddenly after that, they behave very peculiarly. What they are saying, how they are going, where. Then they will be sitting in a dirty place. They will be lying down over there. So that way, then I understood, actually, they forget their body consciousness. And after growing up and after practicing this spiritual life, I understood the joy is there when we forget our body. Maybe with the help of the medicine, maybe with the help of the drugs, and maybe with the help of our own mind. When we meditate, what we do, we withdraw all the senses and go into deep meditation in the imagination that the God is sitting within my heart, and I forget that I am the bones, the flesh, and this body. I forget that. I see a beautiful flower. On that, my God is sitting, and I am worshipping my God. I forget my body, all surroundings, and that is meditation. And after that, I feel so much joy. The first, sadhu sangha, and we should get the proper direction. Second, we have to forget the body consciousness. And after that, mind also. That is called manasuddhi prakarana. Shankaracharya is mentioning. You have to purify your mind. We can purify our body with the soap. And how to purify the mind? Manasuddhi prakarana. The Gyanis, they don't take any initiation. They don't pray to God. They don't meditate. But they go on thinking, I am not the body, I am not the mind. The one person was telling, he came and he told, I am a follower of Raman Maharshi. Aren't you very good? The Raman Maharshi. Raman Maharshi, he was lying in a cave, forgetting his body. Then the ants came. When they were biting, Raman Maharshi was observing hundreds of ants biting his body, but this is not my body. Ants are enjoying, let them enjoy. Can you do that? Following Raman Maharshi. The Raman Maharshi is completely withdrew his mind. There was no body sense. And he was so attentive for your body and this and that, following Raman Maharshi. So we have to understand, can I really do that? If I can't, then third is bhakti, the devotion. There is God, there is my father, there is my mother. When the children, they are afraid, they go to the mother, go to the father. And when they go and the father is cajoling them, they get complete solace. The father is there, mother is there. The same way, if you can feel, my God is there. My God the Father, my God the Mother. So the path of devotion, this is easy. And you go on taking the name of God and forgetting everything, and that is called manasuddhi prakarana. When somebody is criticizing you, not appreciating you, not accepting you, you go on taking the name of God and completely forgetting what they are doing. You can see that they are saying something, but you can't hear. Okay, let them say. But that is the beautiful way to protect yourself to the path of devotion. Path of knowledge, discrimination, I am not the mind, I am not the body, very difficult. And particularly those who are practicing, those who are in the household should not practice the path of jnana, because it will be hypocritic. It will be hypocrisy. But that should not be. Path of yoga, pure yoga. Again you have to give up everything because you have to withdraw and forget the body. Then there are two paths left. One is bhakti and the karma. These all of us can apply. But what we will do, we will combine the jnana, because we know what is the goal. Ananda. How to achieve ananda? By loving all others, by becoming unselfish. Then the yoga, I have to forget my body. So my guru has given the name and also that of my God, let me concentrate on that, yoga. Then in devotion, whatever I am cooking, I should think, I should offer it to Mother, offer it to Thakur. The Thakur, do you like this? I am making this potato curry today. We will give you this. I will offer you this. You are just talking with yourself and thinking. The devotion has always, every time, whatever you are doing, devotion and the karma, unselfish work, that will help you. And how this karma, suppose you are coming from that side and you saw there's someone inadvertently threw a paper. That's over there. You take the paper and then put it in the proper place. Because this is an ashrama, it should be neat and clean. And you bring some flower plants and put it over there. This is called karma. But don't claim, hey, you know that all this flower I give. And then you put the name over there, Mr. and Mrs. Mitra. Then don't, please, if you are Mitra, then please don't mind. I just said Mitra, you could be Bharadwaja also. So this is the way, never ever think in that way. Feel blessed that I could give it. If you go to Vellore Mart and offer something to the Thakur, you will find that they will never give it back to you. They will keep it. How you will offer. And as a prasad, you will get something else. But if you go to Dakshineshwar, then the same thing they will return it back. Why? Because the people will say, hey, I give sandesh and you are returning matza. And when they are offering sandesh, they count it. Achha, 5 of us we came, and then my the Sasur, that father-in-law is there, so for him 1, and the uncle, and achha, 7 we counted, and for the mother, so 9. They will take 2, and 7 I should get back. By that way, if you give, you can give, but it won't be the puja. You have to think that I am offering, truly, how to become a bhakta. In Bhagavata, his whole list is there. The small, everything we do, unconsciously we do not know how the mind should be. So, manashuddhi prakarana. Mind should be washed, cleaned every time. Somebody is happy, I am happy because I live within him. That is the way if you can. And jnana, bhakti, karma and yoga combine together. But every time you have to come together. Why together? If you are alone in a house and thinking and meditating and praying, you think I am a Paramahamsa. I don't fight with anyone. I am so happy. Because there is no opportunity to fight. No clashes. But when you come to the organization, then the moment you enter, then somebody will say, hey, I am the president over here. Have you taken my permission? Why you are taking? Immediately your ego is hard. Oh, is it? I will never come over here. The God is left out. So then you have to say, you are the president? Oh, very good. So can I please go? Can you please allow? So this is the way you have to humble yourself. And benefit is yours. The one gentleman came, he was the president of the Hindu temple. He came, Swamiji, now, from now onwards I will serve you for me. But what happened? You were the president of the Hindu temple. No, they insulted me. I did this. But they have removed me from the committee. I will never go over there. I told, sir, when you first visited the temple, the Ramji was there, our Ma Durga was there, all the gods and goddesses. Before becoming president, they were there. After losing the position of the presidentship, they are still there. So why won't you go there? You never loved them, respected them. Are you not devotee of them? You are just attached to the position only. And Hindu temple president means you have to give money. Not that you are getting back as a salary. Nothing like that. You are paying money. They're devotee. But missing the point. And that's why no benefit of spirituality. After practicing whole life the spiritual, the same person. No love, nothing developed. So I really feel that we are missing. See, when you come over here, whenever there is a Swami is coming, all of you come, and there's a Sunday morning, so many other things are also there. You could take rest. Whole week you are working, but still you come. You know why? Because you love God. You like to listen to the Swami. But after coming over here, because of our nature will provoke. and I will cook something for the Swami. Good. And when I take over there, the Swami, please take this. And Swami said, oh, I have already taken the potato and no more potato. Boss, you are broken down. My curry the Swami has not taken. But little thing, oh, no problem. Let some other devotees will take. Let it be here. This much, you are not hard. Why? You are protecting yourself. How you are protecting? With your own mind. Urdharet atmana atmanam natma busadhet. Atmaiva atmano bandhu. Atmaiva ripu atmana. Sometimes some people become enemy of your own mind. They will never listen. And when they are not listening, they suffer. So become a friend of your own mind. And constantly, as you are, the little children, you are behaving with them. Please don't do this, please don't do that. No, you should not. And sometimes you are looking at them. In America, you cannot beat. In India, we are... India, it is so free. You can beat nicely. They are not going to complain, and even if they complain, police will beat them. So you are complaining against your parents. You know that your father is your God, mother is your God, and the police show them. But here you cannot touch them. But anyway, we are constantly looking at the children and somehow going on telling them positive way. So similarly, you have to talk to the mind also. Oh mind, if you want this, you are going to suffer. If you want this, so that way, be a friend of your mind. So how to realize God? These are the four paths. And who is going to realize God? Me, you, your mind. And how? Understanding the goal and the path. What is the goal? Ananda. How the Ananda will come? When you become unselfish. When you become selfish, never ever Ananda will come. Because I am not getting that, no. So naturally, the selfishness. So I am happy that you are successful. No problem. This is the way, if we analyze, you get the benefit. And that benefit is so much joy. You never care for anyone in this world. And all this world that we see is so temporary. When we were growing up in different parts of the world, our friends, our relatives, our neighbors, where are they all? And somewhere else we have come. Some unknown people have become our own friends, so close. Like that, wherever we go, somebody is there. And who is that? Inside the mind of each and everyone, there is that God who is expressing through different people as the love and unselfishness. When you get love, you go to that person. So let us develop love through unselfishness, practicing unselfishness. How it is possible? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's word, I concluded that. He said, Ami mole guchibe janja. If you can kill your ego, no problem, then all problems are solved. But ego doesn't mean that I become a jellyfish. Everybody comes in Hindi में, in Hindi they say, ये मंदिर का घंटा का माफी क्यों हमें बजा रहे हो? The मंदिर में घंटी जो रहता है ना, people जाकर टंग टंग, everybody is coming and beating you. Everybody is coming and insulting you. You should not be like that. That is not egolessness. You should have your own personality. You should have your own self-confidence. But at the same time, you are completely free from ego. You give some suggestions. Suppose that is not accepted, no problem. You think that is good? Go ahead. I don't mind. Next time when they come, now please help us. Again I go. Again I help. That is called self-confident but ego-free. And when we become like that, we get joy. At the time of death, you are purely happy. And that is called abhaya. But that is the moment, that death is the only moment. No one will be by your side. No one can help. You have to face your own. And when we are going to die, at that moment, all that you have done and thought, all will come and stand before you. Hey, we are waiting, come. Your bag is ready, come. Kruto smara kritagam smaraha. Kruto smara kritagam smara. In the Upanishad, it says, O mind, remember what you have done in the past. So always prayer, always thinking positively, and always let he is not liking me, she is not liking me, it doesn't matter. I like them. Let everything good be theirs. Let them be happy. Just prayer. You benefit yourself by that way. And when you are thinking everything is positive, all bright light, and the gods will wait to take you to the other world. Thank you, friends. And if you have any question for the last 10 minutes, we can ask questions.
Swamiji,
Yeah.
I wanted to, I just was interested in the quotation you said, Atmani, the second last one. Where did you
Atman-
get it from? I'm a little more curious and exploring.
This is in the Bhagavad Gita.
Which chapter?
Chapter I can't remember, but the
Somewhere.
Urdharet is that you start search in the Bhagavad Gita,
Uh-huh.
Urdharet Atmana Atmanam, then you will get that.
Okay.
Chapter 6, verse 5.
Hmm?
Chapter 6?
Verse 5.
Okay. Oh. Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Swamiji, some days it's easy to feel love, faith, etc. But it comes and goes. Like doubt is often takes over, and some days like you were self-absorbed. And I don't know how to deal with that without being hypocritical, right? So how is faith and love are things that are like some days are very easy to feel it,
Hmm.
or it stretches a bit, and then sometimes it's dry.
See, that is called sadhana. Sadhana means once you think and everything is positive, no. That one day it is so wonderful, and next day it will be completely different. But you go on practicing that. Even when there is no rain, the real cultivator, they will go on plowing the land, ready. The moment the rain will come, I will immediately. So like that only, we have to go on practicing. When it is dry even, when you are thinking that positive thoughts are not coming, still we have to practice that. That is called spiritual practice, sadhana. Sometimes it is very dry, most of the time it is dry because that is the challenge. The God who has created this, he has made that Maya, and he doesn't want that we all should be free. And the more you proceed towards the ultimate goal, the more the difficulties. The ultimate, the monks, they have left their hearth and home, the money and other things, they all overcome. But ultimately the Maya will be clapping. And the monk after the talk, and the hundreds of people are clapping, ego comes. Again go back to the square one. Terrible, the spiritual life. That's why, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to say, have you ever played, I think many of you have played, that Ludo in English I don't know, that Ludo,
Snake and ladder.
the ladder and snake. And when you are putting, and the 99, 100 you are free. And the 99 there is a mouth of a snake, and the end it goes to 1. From 99 to you come to 1. And when you are 98, you jump only 2. And oh God, oh Mother, when you place that, exactly it will count 1. And then you start. So that is the terrible, that is our life also. After leaving so many things, we become monk and nun and all that. Then suddenly the ego start coming. I am a great scholar. I am a holy person. All people are touching my feet. I am blessing all that. That ego comes. Again you go back. You start from there. And that's why one should be very, very careful. Then sometimes some people, they used to come to one of the Swamiji. They used to say, Swamiji, please keep your hand on my head. And he used to say, if my hand could do the miracle, I could have kept my hand on my head. I need so many things. It's not happening. You prayed, yes, please.
Swamiji, yesterday you talked about creation, and which is kind of a temporary, and creator who is permanent. So my question to you is like, why creator created such a creation where it is kind of difficult for human beings to come out of Maya? For example, if a person wants to quit smoking, for example, And if you keep all the things which would attract him, then you are not putting him in a conducive atmosphere where he can come out of that bad habit. So my first question is like, why
Creator has
created this kind of creation? And my second question is, yesterday you also mentioned about the training that you went through when you were going through this exercise, the 10 years of I think learning and practicing. So after that, did you see that most of the people have experienced some experience of a God? Because like for general population, it is considered as very far-fetched idea.
Mhm.
We can only think about it, but since you have relatively, I think you have a very strong inclination, and that's why you could go on this path. Normal human beings were not able to go walk on this path. So my question is like, are most of the monks able to experience at some level presence of God in their life?
Of course, that they, but the conception of God, as I was again and again telling, when we think about God, some miraculous power, this, that, they can read the mind, they can do this, they can do that. It's nothing, not that. The God is love and unselfishness. And these are the two qualities you will find in most of the Swamis they develop. They are very unselfish. If you go and tell something, immediately they will try to help you and all. But behavioral different maybe. There's someone is talking very softly, kindly, gentle, some a little harsh behavior, but majority of them, almost all of them, very kind-hearted and also the full of love. The unselfishness and love is the ultimate goal, and when you have that, develop that, you are achieved God. Not only monks, even the householders also. What is dharma? You are in the household, you have taken some promises. And keeping that promise is your dharma. When at the time of marriage you go 7 times rounding the fire, it is not a fun. All people are thinking it is a fun, something, it is not. All dress and this, that. But actually, if you listen to that Purohit, the poor man is not having the microphone, so people can't hear him. So, but that man is telling 7 pratigya, 7 promises. You are taking one round, that promise. The first and foremost promise, you know what? In Hinduism and in Catholic marriage, I am not going to leave this lady whom I am accepting as the wife till my death. And the lady will promise, I will be following this man whom I am accepting as my husband as a shadow constantly. Then second, third, you can find it out, the 7 promises of the marriage, Hindu marriage. And if that you follow, there will be no problem in the family. First. Second, suppose you are a doctor, your responsibility. Suppose you are an administrator, your responsibility. You are a father, you are a son. Everywhere you have some responsibility to follow. And those things, if you are following, that is religion. You did not to bother about anything. As a monk, when you are taking that we also take promises, the list of promises. And first and foremost promise is Samadarshitva. From today, I am going to be same-sighted. I am not going to discriminate. These are my people, they are not my people. Never, ever. If I break that, I am no more a monk. In the Ramayana, have you ever heard that Sri Ramchandra asking you to go and meditate? In Krishna is telling that, in the Gita, in the Bhagavata. But in Ramayana, Ram only practiced, he never said, only said, follow your own promises, keep your own promises. The famous word in the Ramayana, Raghukula Riti Sadachali Ai, Prana Yau Guru Bachan na jai. If you understand Hindi, this is the tradition of the Raghu clan, that if you have to die, you die, but never break your promises. And that promise should be kept. If you do that, that is sufficient. And you will feel that within yourself there is a great confidence. I have kept my promise and I am following my religion. Not that I have to become a monk, not that I have to follow their path, it is not necessary. So that is the way you can also get the same joy, same happiness. So this, so and your first question was the creation. You know that about that, Swami Vivekananda said, Hindus are bold enough to say we do not know. Why God thought in that way? Who is going to ask him? So we don't know. But God felt that we should create it. He created. Now you are dreaming. And when someone else will say, why you are dreaming? What to say? The dream, I was not trying to dream, but it came. How to control it? So you are creating your dream. At the same time, you do not know. So this is the way we have to think. Thank you. Any other question? Yeah.
So when you're trying to focus on something, how can you prevent your thoughts from going somewhere else you don't want it to go?
What do you say?
Say it louder.
If you're
No.
focusing on something, how do you prevent your mind from wandering to something else? Is that
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mhm. Because the American pronunciation is still, but very good question. So when we are focusing on something, our mind is going somewhere else. We cannot focus on that, right? Because we don't love that particular object on which we are going to focus. Suppose you are doing some maths problem you're solving. Then your mind is going, what they are doing, what they are playing, this, that. Because the math is not that way attractive to yourself. If you develop love for that particular subject or the object, your mind will never go this side or that side. Completely. Suppose you love a movie and you are watching the movie, and if the mother gives you your best, very favorable dish, you will be looking at the movie and eating, half giving attention to that food, though you love it. Because movie is more attractive, so try to love the object, you will get the attention. Thank you. What? Okay then. So, any other question? Because we have to finish our lunch and have to go to Cincinnati. It may take some time, 8 hours, 9 hours.
So you are going to stay in Cincinnati tonight.
Tonight. The one gentleman.
Here to Chicago is 12 hours drive.
So we'll go to Cincinnati.
So Cincinnati will start.
We'll go to
Is it
Cincinnati.
driving or flying?
Yeah, driving.
Oh, okay.